What's up? Welcome. We got the shirt designs number 2 today. Let me do this. There you go. What's up? So today we got the shirt designs number 2. And again, if you missed part 1, it's very important you go back and watch that. It explains the material I'm painting on. It explains how I'm pasting it on here. And yeah, there's lots of useful information, as well as the basic designs that you should have accompanying these before you even ever get to these. And yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started. What's up, Trevor S? What's up, Chris 420 Dragon? What's up, Chris? What's up, Primo? So is that microphone working? Yeah, okay. Oh, jeez, scared myself. Anyway, I'm just gonna show you how to take some simple shapes. And these are just, again, to add on to the other designs. And if you're just starting out, you don't know kind of what to put up to try to get some business. These are not like, I'm not going to guarantee you're going to make thousands of dollars and all that jazz. But this is just a quick and easy way of landing some surefire hits, right? And it's simple stuff. It can be monotonous, whatever. You might not like it, but at the end of the day, if you want to get good at airbrushing, any type of airbrushing is good. And you know, if you're making some money while you're at it, why complain? Why complain? It's all good. So again, if you're not all about doing t-shirts or whatever, I've seen a lot of people doing like tumblers and like other stuff, models and RC cars, and they try to go set up at events. This is something you could be doing at the event, making yourself a quick buck, and then having the displays for the other stuff. You know, you could have it here on the sides, like look at all the cool tumblers I can paint right here, and the hats or whatever on this side, or some shoes. You know, but while you're there, you could be demonstrating your skill. You could be showing that you do know how to proficiently use an airbrush, and you could be making yourself a little bit of money. Now, today's designs are going to be really simple, and we're going to start off with the number 1 banger. Banger. The number 1 weapon in this arsenal of stencils right here. They're right here, and these are pretty old. They're pretty caked. Now, in the last video, in the last stream, I did tell you how Palon, you see how this right here, this is, I believe it was, these were designs at one point that, you know, we ended up redoing, and then I ended up just cutting out the heart part, and now over time, they're pretty used. Now, I don't even know if you can tell, but like on the edges, there's so much paint that it's glossy on the edges, and this is just this. So, you know, you'll have this design maybe after, you know, a year or something, it'll look dirty, or you could do it better now. Whatever the case may be, don't just throw it away. You could use this material and cut it out to make some simple shapes that'll, you know, you can use over and over. Palon is amazing. It absorbs the paint really good. And yeah. First, the number 1 banger secret here is a pair of hearts. And we're going to go over how to do with 1 heart. And then I'm going to show you how to do a double heart design. Nothing super complicated, but this right here, like, I could not tell you how many hearts I have done in my lifetime. It is the number 1 for sure. Like, above all designs, a good heart, and they're really simple to do. And yeah. Yeah, so the most basic one, and you can see here, even this one, you can kind of see where it has the markings all over it. Because the most simple one, and the one that I usually have to put up, and I could use a little spray adhesive here, is just a single heart, right? Oh, and this also complements your 6 lettering designs, right? Keep that in mind, because this is like your upsell, right? People are gonna come in. Hey, how much does it cost? Hey, We could do, it starts at $15, you know, any of these lettering designs. And like I said, you know, even though the display might be a little bit simpler, make sure you jazz it up when you actually do it. Make it nice. But here's your upsell, right? Those are $15, and then right here, if you want to spend an extra $5, an extra $8, an extra $10, whatever you want to charge more, and you can have like a nice little background design, right? So it's your upsell. So always keep that in mind. That being said, don't overcomplicate it for yourself. So, what's up, Oz Newton? What's up, Stephen Ward? What's up, Things? What's up, Olin White? I'm just trying to read through. Spraying it with clear coat. I don't think I've ever said that. I do know people have done that before for sure. I, for one, find that it's super absorbent, and I don't like. I normally don't spray that much paint on it, right? So simplest one. I'm just gonna start off with some purple, some of the good old purpley perp. So the main attraction to this design, and you will, I always have like at least 2 or 3 of them of the same one heart, and then we'll do some of the dual hearts. But I'm just gonna do just one, right? But the background design, the background can be changed any multitude of ways, right? Today I'm going to show you the most common one that sells for me, and it's pretty simple. But I'm just going to show you and explain to you something you could do right now. You could take this design any multiple of ways, right? So if you have texture stencils, anything, right? So if you have like some crosshatch kind of stuff, you can start using this in the back. You can use, where is it? I just had your texture effects, right? Attachment. You can start laying texture in the back with some cracks. All on your background, right? Before you ever do anything, you can take, you know, it's Halloween time, so maybe you want to have one Halloween themed heart, so you could put some spider webs going around. Boom. Right? I'm just letting you know right up front. This one design right here, this heart, you can take it so many ways. Okay? I'm just letting you know. Because you can literally make a whole wall of just heart designs, and if you're smart about it, like, you can make a ton of them. Just letting you know, you can take this design any multiple ways. These markings here, if you can see, this is the most common one I sell, and it's like what I call like a starburst heart, and it's just simple. We're gonna start off with some broad strokes, and you see how I've cut it out, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna go right back in the middle of those. 1, 2, right? Everywhere I'm just going right back in the middle. Nice broad strokes going out. Bam. We'll do a nice shadow, nice shade, that edge. That's how that edge gets caked with paint, right? We just hit that edge real good. And then before I peel the stencil off or anything, I like to come in with some nice, you know, just some nice sharp ones. Just kind of mixed in there, coming out. And all in all, this design doesn't really take that much time, but it does require you to know how to do those quick strokes. And again, it's all, if you do that really quick, you're gonna be set. Simple. From here, you could obviously add some more colors, this and that. Like I said, your display, you do want to keep it nice, but you want to keep it simple and effective, right? So we're gonna just do the purple in the back, peel off our heart. Now you have a nice heart right there. Always on your display, make the heart red. I've seen, yes, people will come up and order green hearts, yellow hearts, orange hearts, whatever it is, but the one that makes the most lasting impression is the red heart. There is no question as to what it is. People see it, they either love it, they hate it. Teenagers, adults, everybody are like, oh, can I get one for my mom? Can I get one for my girlfriend? Can I get one that says mine and my boyfriend's name? Mine and my wife's name? Oh, my wife, me and my wife having our anniversary, 20 years, blah, blah, blah. Oh, one of these would be amazing. Let's get her done, sir. Let's put a smile on your wife's face. Let's get it done. When you're filling the heart, you're going to want to just fill it in red. That's going to be your instinct. Don't do that. So I had Cisco, right, one time, because that's what I used to do. I used to just fill it in red. Bam, it's done. Nope. He told me about what he called the butt cheek technique, which I was like, what the hell do you mean, the butt cheek technique? So when you're doing the hearts, you want them to make like round, you want them to pop. Quick, easy way. This is what he called the butt cheek technique. So you want to split the butt cheeks. So this is your butt cheeks. You add your butt crack. Nice red going down. Outline it around. Right? Then you're going to want to build a circle. Fade that circle in. Same thing on the other side. If you do it just right like this, it looks like a lady bending over, wear a dress, and you got some butt cheeks. And with her legs. The butt cheeks. Then from here you just fill in the bottom areas. And what you're going to do is you can use, I mean, I've used fuchsia in the past, but I've learned to switch off to just straight up fluorescent pink. Just straight up fluorescent pink. My wife don't smile. Oh man, what's up, Easy Airbrush? How's it going? So yeah, and then you just come in with the fluorescent pink. Come in right around that edge. And bleed it down a little bit. Try to leave a little bit of that white. You see that? That makes your heart look all bubbly. Bam. Now you add your name. If you have the purple still loaded, I can airbrush that technique all day. Yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's money. I've seen Easy Airbrush do this pretty much the exact same. Now on this one, I would always recommend you do some script lettering. Lay just a nice little outline for your lettering, and always just put a name. I don't know what's common in your area or whatever name you think of. We already have some names. So give me what's somebody's name right now. Woman's name, preferably. Make most sense. Give you guys a second. So what I'm gonna do here while we wait for some suggestions, I'm just gonna take a little bit of white. I'm gonna hit that little bright spot right on the edge, and maybe we could bring a little white highlight. Bam, and blam, and then going around the bottom. Nothing too crazy. Starting to look like something. Heather, Allison, Yolanda, Layla, Anna. Anna's counter short. Heather or Allison is pretty good. Yolanda, Sierra. You know what? And I put the thing up again to put my phone, and I totally forgot. So I'm just gonna give it to the first one, which was Heather, because I can't decide. This is always the hardest part, is deciding what name should I use for the display. I always say go for a more common name, like Heather. Like somebody just said Sarah. Sarah is good. Vivian with the E, like that's pretty specific. I call my wife Scooter, but I like that. No, so just use a common name. Now again, most of the time when you do end up painting the design, you're gonna end up painting like, yeah, you know, can you make it say, you know, Stinky Butt and Scooter Butt or whatever, you know, like their little nicknames. Or some girl will walk up and can I get it? Just say hashtag this or you know, I like Darren or some weird thing, you know, whatever it is. It's hardly nowadays. Hardly it's ever a name. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's for like your mom or some whatever. But a lot of times it's somebody's like gamer tag, their Instagram name, whatever it is nowadays. So, but on the display, we're just gonna go ahead and put Heather. Drop a shadow with some purple. Some of that perfect perp. Drop in some starburst. Hope you've practiced your dagger strokes. Some here, some there, some everywhere, and maybe we'll do one of the papers. Blam. Do some white highlights. We'll bring in some white on some of these starbursts here, on the bigger ones. Bring in a small highlight on the lettering here. There you go. And again, these are your upsell to your standard lettering. People are going to want like, oh, I like my name in script, but could you add a heart? Yeah, we could add a heart, but that's an extra $8. You know, it's $15 for just your name and script, and then $23 or $25, you know, we'll do a heart and we'll make it look real nice, right? Simple, basic math, more work, more money. So you'll have the script, and then you'll have this design next to it, different price tag. People decide what they want. You want a nice looking heart design? Huh? You want that? Okay. Then, after that, and I've learned to actually upcharge for this because it's not the same as normal lettering, and I don't care what anybody says, and you should too. And that is like a fancy lettering. So here, if you're really good at graffiti, put a graffiti design up. What I would recommend is like, there's usually a good combination. So if you do like a big block letter and then you do the rest of the name in cursive, sometimes I'll do a big old English letter and then I'll do the rest of the name in cursive. It looks really good. It looks really nice. You decorate inside of the big block letter. And again, it's like you could have your name in just block, like the block name, $15, or you could charge a little bit more. You know, you pay a little more and we'll deck out, you know, your name. We'll freak it out. We'll freestyle it out. We'll make it look awesome. Well, you know, can you throw in some jazz? Do what you like. All that jazz. Yeah, okay, I could do that, but it'll be a little bit more because I'm going to take a little more time. A little more time, a little more money. A little more time, a little more money. You got to always balance the two, so it's that whole thing. So, I'm going to just pick something here off the chat. And we got Trevor. Trevor and Steven also has a pretty easy name. Trevor, though, with a T. So we're going to do Trevor with a big block letter here. Blam. Boom. And then we'll do the rest of the name in just the regular, like cursive or something. Big T. And then we'll put a drop shadow on this thing. Bam. And usually, I like to throw in some sort of design or something. So like, since this is script, we could throw in, you know, just some kind of like, you know, scrolls going this way, some kind of going that way. Nothing too crazy, but I'll do something like this. We'll mix it in there. And this, probably back, I don't know, back when I first started, it's probably something that a lot of people wouldn't have liked. And the reason I say that is because of the big, but now this is the reason people like it. So a lot of the teenagers and kids and stuff will like the big T and then the rest of it in cursive. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's easy to read, and some of the cursive capitals are kind of weird sometimes. But this just makes it super easy to decorate. Let me load up some colors here. So we'll do some blues on this one. And we'll use like some Maui blue. And we'll decorate the inside of the letter. And again, just following the pattern here. We'll just do some more scrolls here. And again, I hope you practice your dagger strokes, right? Because that's all that is. We'll bring in a fade. All the way around, bring in a nice fade. Bam. Bring in some lines going off the thing there. And then again, just kind of re-outline your pinstripe there. Give the lettering a nice little shadow. Simple. And then what I'll do though is I'll probably go back in with some blue, just some regular blue. I'll throw in some extra color, because again, this is the whole thing, right? That you have the basic lettering. If somebody walks up and goes, yeah, I like that, but could you start, doing this and doing that and doing this? It's like, yeah, we can. I can freak it out for you, but it's going to be a little more because that's kind of like our designs over here. So I'll come in with a nice blue fade around. We'll outline the big letter. Bam. Maybe we'll throw in some of the Action Jackson lines here. Just mixing it up. And then we'll throw in some nice little starbursts like always, right? And this is the ones where it's like, oh yeah, my dad, wants a shirt, my son would really like a shirt. Whatever you like. And then, I don't know. Just fade that lettering a little bit. Bam. A little bit of white. And again, from my personal experience, this is probably the number one or the number two upsell to just the plain lettering. So, you want it all tricked out. Oh yeah, we could do that, It's going to be a little bit extra. We'll add a background, this and that. This is where once you're actually doing the one you're gonna paint to the customer, you can add in some backgrounds in the back. Real simple. This upsell, you do not need any stencils, anything like that, right? The heart, you need an upsell. You need the stencil for a heart. This one you don't need. It's simple. Number third, we're going to go back to the hearts. Because the number third upsell, for sure, because you're going to get a lot of like, oh, me and my wife, me and my girlfriend, or me and my boyfriend, or we want something that's for both of us, whatever, what have you. And you're going to tell them, right? Oh, we have this heart design. We could put, your name here and then the other name, right? And it'll have one heart. Well, no, I don't like the idea of it being too cramped up. Well, for just a little bit more, right? So you can have, this one will be an extra $5 for just, the heart. For an extra, $8, $9, $10, whatever, we could throw in 2 hearts. And we could do a 2-heart design. And your wife would really love that. Your girlfriend, she's gonna talk about you to everybody. Whatever it is you want to tell yourself. And again, this one, it's probably it's hard to get. Make sure you keep your hearts not too big. It's always easy to just want to make them so huge, but try to keep them decent size. And we're gonna keep this one real simple. gonna take some blue, some of that good old blue. We're just gonna fade around. Now for this one, I am gonna use my texture attachment, right? Double heart design, probably the number one always. You got 2 hearts. You do some texture. You do a nice circle, kind of a halo. You add some cracks. Blam. Then just make sure you add the cracks in a different, the texture with some black as well, just to give the texture some depth. Blam. Gonna peel off the top heart. Blam. Use a little bit of blue, since that's kind of what the background color is right now. You can just use blue. Bloom. And then, again, following the same rule from the other one, we're going to want to keep the hearts red. If you are not very good at keeping your overspray down, you can keep the part where you cut your heart out from, and you can set that over this so that you don't get overspray all over your shirt. My tip to you is to just work in nice and close. Again, we're going to kind of outline it. Blam. Add the butt. Fade a circle. Then we can peel off the other heart. Bloom. Now here you have the option. You don't have to outline it the whole way right there. To leave a little bit of that white right there and work around that. Do our hot pink. Alright, you got your design all laid out. Look at the background. got the hearts already. Just add your names. Oh, what's your name, sir? Like, let's write it down. Let's get you and your wife's name. I'm sure she'll love it as a Valentine's gift. Oh, anniversary gift. Yeah, get her one of these and some flowers. You'll be set. So let's see here. We had Steven, and then we'll go Sarah. Steven and Sarah. They both start with an S. S. So let me go here. Oh, that actually goes all the way up. Look at that save. Oh, your boy's a genius. Sarah. And then we'll put Ann. Sarah and Steven. Man. There you go. And then we could do in a drop shadow. Blue might be a little bit too harsh, so I would suggest the switching off. If you have, a turquoise, use a turquoise. I'm going to use turquoise just because it'll contrast a little bit in those areas where it goes over the blue. But it's not enough to drown out the black, right? So that's kind of why you got to be selective with your colors a little bit. You could do, well, no. You kind of have the cracks and stuff already. Obviously on a shirt, you can have more space, so you can extend those cracks a little bit. The texture, you want to keep it a little bit in tight, close to the stencils, but your halo can go out a little bit more. That's fine. And last but not least, we'll put some white highlights on it. And this time we'll go right off the half. And we'll highlight it going up. And it already creates like this gloss black or like black kind of chrome effect. It's real simple to do, just a nice little white highlight right there. why this bothers me, but the PH in Steven, instead of a V, where it's Steven, I think it would have made it look more clean. It bothers me a little bit. But it's alright. Every time I look at it, I'll be reminded of Stephen Ward in the chat. Okay. So from here, I would say it's probably from there. It's gonna be the customer's gonna know more or less what they want. Is where I'm at. If you still have some customers that kind of don't know or something, I would recommend, again, I'm gonna make a design here, but make multiples of these. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and make some more. Like I said, I'm gonna do one with an old English letter and some cursive. Maybe we'll do a different kind of background. We'll do a different, double hearts. Maybe some different colors. Again, maybe a different background, different names. Different colors on the hearts, on the heart design. I'm gonna go and make multiples of these. Right, I'm not gonna just sit and have these. You want to have different choices. Let the customer understand that they can customize it, do it different any way they want, right? But from there, you're gonna have those. Basically at the point where you have two stencils layered, you're not saying you're tapping out, but like that's about as complicated as you get with your designs. From there, obviously, maybe you want to make some football designs. You've got some butterflies. That's always pretty popular. More hearts. Always make sure you have some sort of stars. So again, I'm going to show you this one. It's caked in there with some paint. Get out of there. Jeez. This can't even happen. How is there paint in the middle? But stars, right? So I have like these, and you have one big star you could use for stuff. Have these. Again, do a name design with some stars. It's pretty simple. All that stuff, like it's all from there. What it's gonna go from there though, like you have double hearts, you're gonna start, doing stuff. Why is there orange? It doesn't make any sense. In the middle of all the stencils. You're gonna start getting all kinds of crazy requests, and your imagination is gonna go from there. Obviously, you're gonna want to do like the most recent cartoon characters and that kind of stuff, but always there's some general classics, like a bulldog. I don't know, at least here in the United States, like it seems that every city has at least one high school that the mascot is a bulldog. So having one of these is a pretty useful. And this is probably the next upsell, which is like, yeah, we could do your logo with a name, or a character with your name. And again, I'm just going to show you a bulldog, but there's multiple, a hornet, all kinds of things. Around here we have the wildcats, the bulldogs. We have the I believe the Colts or something like that. We don't get many orders for that one. But we got the Cyclones. So I have different ones that I use in my area. And again, this is a stencil. This is actually one of the Mylar stencils, and it's pretty caked with paint. It's hard to describe over video, but how Mylar feels when it's caked with paint. But yeah. So basically the next upsell is from there. Like they're gonna want their logo, or you know, the logo to some team, whatever it is. So that's where your next upsell is going to go again. Right, $15 basic name design, and then you're going to go, oh, we can spruce up the name, an extra $5. Oh, you want to add a heart? Maybe that's an extra 8. Oh, 2 hearts. Oh, maybe that's an extra 10 or 12 or something like that. You know, by then, you know, you start at 15. You're almost at a $30 shirt for 2 hearts. You know, you're like $28, something like that. You spruce it up really nice, make it big. You know, pretty nice, pretty simple. But from there, more work, again, more money. So you're gonna get people that walk up and, oh, can you do my school logo? Blah blah blah. We sure can. Blam. Now it's real easy if you have a stencil cut out. This is why I'm going over this one specifically. Because if it's something that you know you're going to be doing a lot of, make a stencil. Make it something that you can represent easily. You can reproduce. You can make it again and again and again. And, you know, make it easy for yourself. I'm going to use black. And the texture effects here, we're going to give the background some texture. Using some black and some red. It's typically, I don't know why, but the Bulldogs are always red. And again, this is just the Bulldog. You're gonna probably do these in multiple different variations. A Bulldog, a Hornet, you know, whatever there is in your area, you know, you're going to probably want to make one. And we'll make a nice little thing for our name here. We'll go around. We'll add a nice little shadow around here. Maybe we'll do some nice little cracks coming off. Well, you don't have to do anything too crazy. But if you get somebody that walks up and you don't have their thing, right? And they go, well, how's it gonna look? Right? Like, oh, I want, you know, you have a Bulldog, you have a Colt, you have whatever, but maybe you don't have a Hornet. And they walk up and they go, hey, I want a Hornet. Like, can you make the Hornets? My team is the Hornets, whatever, right? You could point to one of these and be like, it's gonna be this much. It'll kind of look like this, you know, but obviously a Hornet. But you'll have a good example to point to them to let them know more or less what it's going to look like. I'm just going to hit the inside of these real quick. When you make one of these stencils, these lines on here are not the lines the customer should see. Right, so I know there's stencil people that sell stencils that, you know, they make the lines and they, you know, it almost seems like it's designed to be that way, but it's not, right? You still have to paint those in. So I always recommend just doing a nice light pass, right? So you have a light transfer, and if you want to pre-fill the colors, you can. I'm just going to go ahead and outline it with some black. Nothing too crazy. Just go in here. Now, why would I do it this way? Why not just use the lines from the stencil? For one, there's only certain lines that you can get with a stencil. Nothing can be connected all the way because on a stencil, it'll just cut it out, right? So when you do it this way, it allows you to add a little bit of a character and your own personalization, your own touch, your own gift, whatever you want to call it, to each individual one. Like you see how I do the little wrinkles there. Right? If it was just you just tracing out that stencil real quick. It also cheapens the whole experience. Whereas where you do it like this, the customer sees that you're okay. He has to go in there and still paint it, right? You just go in here, nothing too crazy. Then again, if you want to give your own touch, you want to, make it look like it's more wrinkled than it is, this is where your own artistic flair is going to come in, and you can kind of give this bulldog your own little look. Right? It doesn't just have to be how it is on the stencil. You can still kind of mix it up a little bit. The stencil is just the guideline. How does that guy talk from the Pirates of the Caribbean, He's like, the code is more like guidelines than they are laws. And that's kind of where I'm at. That stencil is just to get your initial design down, just to save a little bit of time, but it's not meant to just do the design for you. That's not what this is not what this does. Just using a little bit of shading like this, you can give your bulldog some nice little character, make him look like he's more than just a flat image. And it makes each and individual one a piece of artwork. No two will be the same. If they wanted it to be done at a printer, they would have gone to a printer. They're there with you because they want a piece of artwork. And when it is different than everybody else's, it makes it unique. Do not forget that, ever. I know a lot of artists try to beat themselves up over it's not exactly perfect, blah, blah. It doesn't have to be. That's the whole point. Right? If they wanted it all exactly perfect, they would have just ordered a print online and they would have been happy. Part of the experience is having the artist make it. We'll do the collar in red. Now, when it comes to the designs and you're picking out your designs, what I recommend, because this is the part 2 video, this is the last design, so what I recommend is having, obviously, these designs, the most common. When it comes to copyrighted material, to whatever you want to call it, designs that you are not sure. First off, if you know and you feel like you shouldn't do it, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Don't look to anybody else for help when you get in trouble for it because it was your decision. I am not going to tell you to put out copyrighted designs. Easy way to have stuff like that. And I do know there's ways that you can make some of those, and technically by law it's not copyright. But what I recommend and what I always do is just have a book, and what I would call the custom book. You want some custom work, you got to go in the book. And these are all, they're not technically copyrighted material because each one of these is my own piece of artwork. I painted it inspired by those. I don't say, oh yeah, my Batman here is, an official DC Batman, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, it literally says Robert on it. This is just a piece of artwork that I did, and it was a special commission. It's not a mass sold product. I am not pretending to be whatever the company is, and that's the way that works. If you go out of your way to put those designs up, please do be aware that you may be in for troubles. 9 times out of 10, you'll probably be alright. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't sometimes have some of those designs up. And we all know what designs. Playboy didn't sell no merchandise, but it wasn't because they wasn't selling no merchandise. Yeah, I ain't going to talk about how many Playboy logo shirts I sold back in the day. But again, if they come knocking, don't come running to me. This is not legal advice. I'm not telling you what to do. Like I said, if it feels like you probably shouldn't be doing it, you probably shouldn't be doing it. And yeah. Alright, so, this is a pretty simple one. And I'm just going to make it say Bulldogs. And I'm just going to use print on your designs. You definitely want to mix up the lettering. Have some lettering, some designs with some lettering, and other designs with other lettering. So when the customer asks, well, what does it look like on the design? Well, you could point to one of those. Well, there's that design. That has the print lettering. That's what that print lettering looks like on a design. So again, these displays are not meant for you to be selling them, but if somebody walks up and says, hey man, I want that one. If I was you, I would just go, peel it off of whatever you have. Here you go, man. It says here $25. You want it, $25. They hand you the $25. Be more than happy. Make another one that looks better than the one you just sold and put that one up. I've also seen artists, for some reason, oh no, I don't sell my displays. What? What'd you say to me, boy? Them fighting words. Why do you have it on display then, not for sale? Aren't you a place that sells things? Even Walmart sells the displays. Don't give me that crap. No, honestly, do yourself the favor, and if they already want it, it's sold, man. Just make sure they agree that they do want it, they're going to pay for it, and go walk over there, just peel it off, or whatever it is you have on display, sell it. Like, just make another one. You made the first one, you can make another one. Alright, so just to reiterate, let's go over the whole process here. We'll start. Whoa. We'll start here. Okay. Customer walks up. You have your lettering designs up. How much does it start? How much is it for a shirt? Oh, sir, it starts at $15. You got these name designs. You're going to have all your name designs. Point to them. This is what it looks like. $15, and it includes the shirt, whatever you want, We could throw a few colors on it, no problem. You can pick up to 3 words and go from there. Oh yeah, man, I really like that, but could you freak out the lettering for me? Oh yeah, man, no problem. For an extra $5, we'll freak out the lettering, and it kind of looks like this one right here, you know, and that's $20 again, and we'll hook you up, and it's gonna look sick. We'll throw some extra pizzazz around the lettering for you, and you know, we'll make sure it covers, like, you know, most of the one side of the shirt or something like that. You know, no problem, sir. All right, cool, but you know, maybe my girlfriend wants a heart on there. Oh yeah, for sure, we could throw in a heart. You know, that's a little bit extra. You know, maybe a few extra dollars, maybe another $5, like $25. You know, we'll throw in a heart and a real nice background on it. You know, it's gonna look real good. You know, we could either make it look like the background's cracked. We can make it look like it's bursting out. We could maybe throw in some crazy designs back there. Maybe some honeycomb patterns. Whatever you like back there, sir. Yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, you know what? I think I want to add my name and another heart. Yeah, no problem. For another $5, look at that. We'll throw in another heart. We'll make sure that the background's nice and cracked up. You know, we got these really nice designs, and it's gonna look really sick. You know, no problem. You know, yeah, let's get that. My wife really liked that for the anniversary. But you know what? I got this. You know, this team. I play. You know, like some baseball, and we want some shirts. Could you make me a shirt? You know, and then I'll show it to them. Say maybe if they're like, yeah, no problem. You know, for about the same price, or just a little bit more than those few dollars from that heart. You know, you could get yourself a nice logo on a shirt. We'll throw your team name on there, no problem. And you know, we give you a good deal on getting, you know, a good you know, bulk order, and no problem, sir. Awesome. There you go. You got walked through the whole shebang. And there it is. You'll have all your designs so that in any scenario, you, as a person sitting there trying to sell your artwork, right? So that's ultimately what you're trying to do. You're trying to be there. You're trying to be an artist. You're trying to be successful. And like I said, if you have, you know, your tumblers, or you know, maybe you're painting canvases, or whatever it is, you could have those all up on display, and then maybe behind that, or maybe underneath it, or just around somewhere, you put in some of these designs, just laying around, and guaranteed you get people walk up. Oh yeah, I really like that. Oh, how much is it? Oh, you know this. And there you go. Is this gonna stay? I don't think it's gonna stay, Captain. Let's bring it way out here. Can we bring it way out here? There you go. There you go. And you have some of these displays up. Guaranteed. Well, no, I shouldn't say guaranteed, but more likely than not, you will end up selling a shirt or 2 or 10, or before you know it, you'll be 3 years deep into airbrushing shirts. You'll still be painting canvases or tumblers or whatever it is, and you'll be having a good old time because you'll just be spraying, you'll be painting, you'll be having a good old day. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. As always, shout out to everybody that was down in the chat today. We had all the Skull Squad members drop in. So shout out to all of you guys. And there it is. You know, you start with a basic design. Make sure you spruce it up a little bit. You know, but then if they're like, oh yeah, I want it to be decked out, nice background, all that jazz, sure, you got that. They want to start adding some shapes. Maybe they want a star back there. They want, you know, whatever it is back there. Oh yeah, that's the other thing too, is it doesn't have to be a heart. It could be a ball, you know, a soccer ball. So I've shown that. You do a soccer ball, you know, maybe you do a football. I have a pair of rings. So you do a pair of rings, and then you put the names, butterflies. As soon as they start adding some shapes, and then if they want to add a lot of shapes and more background, and then definitely once they start adding more like lines, that's kind of where you're going to start making a little more money. So yeah, you decide where you're going to charge, but there is the progression of price. Thank you guys again all for watching. If you like the video, make sure you click that like button, subscribe to see more videos like this. If you want to help the channel bring you more videos like this, consider joining the Skull Squad down below so your name comes up in green in the chat and with a nice little skull next to it. And or you could go over to the mikesbrush.com website. Consider ordering yourself one of those stencils on there, which is kind of what you use to decorate the backgrounds on this. And or like the texture attachment that I used today to create the texture effects on the background here. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Be successful. All you gotta do is paint, spray some paint, have it up on display. Good luck to all of you. We'll see you guys in the next video. Later!